Gavin, welcome to the red side of Hampshire. How do you feel to be a Southampton player?
Yeah, I'm delighted to be here. It's been in the works for a few weeks, and I'm really happy that we've got everything over the line, and I'm just excited to see what's ahead.
What makes Southampton the right club for you in your mind?
I mean, the biggest thing that stuck out to me so far is the people that I've had contact with have all been really good and really welcoming, said the right things to me, and I feel like it's a place I can really come and develop and learn my game.
What were those right things? What convinced you?
The biggest thing is opportunity. Probably the fact that I can come here and have a chance to play regular football. Just to be given that opportunity to come and fight for my place is the biggest thing that I could have asked for.
Which was the tougher decision, leaving Manchester City or joining a former rival?
I mean, to leave Manchester City was a big decision, considering the size of the club and obviously where they are. It was a massive decision to make, but I feel like it's a brave but also an important one to make in my career, considering that I want to continue the game time that I've been getting over the last 2 years, and I think it's important that I continue to play.
And on the rivalry with Portsmouth, obviously you were there last season. How aware are you of the dislike between the clubs, and what have you read and heard kind of over the last couple of weeks as the speculation has been building?
Yeah, I know it's a massive rivalry between two big clubs. My time at Portsmouth was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. The fan base were brilliant, and they gave me a platform to go and perform and to play, and without being there I wouldn't have had the opportunity to come here. But now I'm looking forward to playing hopefully in the Premier League and fighting for my place.
And as for City, I know you've spent 2 seasons away from there on loan, but how has being at the club and working under Pep Guardiola and the coaches and alongside the players there, how has that shaped your football education?
Yeah, I mean it's massive. Like you said, I wasn't there for the past 2 years, considering I was on loan both at Rochdale and Portsmouth. But beforehand, as soon as I came in, similar to Southampton, the big thing for me was the people that were there when I moved from Shamrock Rovers. Amazing club in terms of all the people that they've got there and how welcoming they were. I learned so much in my first year and a half there, and it allowed me to then go on and have my 2 successful loan periods.
It feels like the goalkeeper position is constantly evolving in football. How would you describe your own characteristics?
Like you said, yeah, the game really is evolving in terms of how brave goalkeepers have to be, not just in the old sense of being brave coming for crosses and being strong, but in terms of the decision making and the risks that they have to take, and the ability they have to have with the ball at their feet. And I know that's really important, and it's a side of the game that I really enjoy, having the ball at my feet and being creative. Not just, some people see goalkeepers as destroyers, stopping goals and making saves, but to be creative as well is now a really important part of being a goalkeeper.
So that's interesting. You see that as a big part of your job, is to almost start the attack.
Yeah, definitely. You see the way so many teams are starting to play now, not just in the Premier League but all around the world, is that the goalkeeper start the attacks, and I think it's an important part of your game to have.
I was reading that when you signed for Man City, one of the things that you said was you wanted to stay in Ireland to finish your school studies first. Was that the case?
Yeah, so it actually worked out really well, where I was able to still move over to Manchester but continue my schooling through Manchester City and Ashfield College, which was the school I went to in Dublin, and through that I was able to finish my leaving certificate, which is the equivalent of the English A-levels.
I feel like that says a lot about you as a character though. I mean, you've obviously got your head screwed on away from the game.
Yeah, I think having the backing of a good education is really important. Because you know how football is nowadays, it's not just on the pitch, it's a lot of what your character is like, your mentality, and what you do off the pitch is sometimes just as important as what you do on it, in terms of making sure you're mentally ready for the challenges ahead.
3 years on, you've spoken about it already, but how big a target is it to play Premier League football now, and how much is that number 1 spot already in your mind kind of immediately?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the Premier League is the pinnacle. Everybody wants to be here, and like you said, it doesn't matter if I'm here, if I'm not playing, because that's what's important for me. I need to be here, and I need to first of all prove that I'm ready to play, and then if I get the opportunity, I need to perform well to keep my place.
You've already broken into the Ireland setup as well. You're playing international football, you've been playing League One football. How different are those 2 sides of the game, and how do you feel the Premier League will compare?
Yeah, there is a big difference. I think League One was brilliant for me in terms of repetition, in terms of getting the games that I did, and the international stage was brilliant for playing and seeing the quality of players that I was playing with and also against, playing in bigger stadiums, in front of bigger crowds against higher quality opposition. And I think that's a brilliant part of my game and experience that I'll be able to now take into next season.
And those names don't come much bigger than Cristiano Ronaldo. Tell us what happened when you faced him.
Yeah, so in the first game, we lost 2-1, although he played really well. I saved the penalty in the first half, and then he scored 2 after, so it was kind of ruled out a bit. But in the second game, kept a clean sheet. We drew 0-0 at home, so that was a good result.
Hopefully many more moments like that to come.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.